Hi guys, it's Ilya and it's been a while since I made a tank review, and our today's guest is a Chinese tier 6 premium light tank Type 64. And let's run over its most important features. First of all, this is a tier 6 light tank with 390 meters view range, which means that you can be quite a scout also in tier 9 battles. And on tier 7 battles you are an absolute dominator who can play super aggressively. Unfortunately, this tank was made in China and the Chinese forgot to make a turret roof for this tank, which means that we can't use ventilation. On the other hand, the extra equipment slot which we would otherwise use for ventilation can be used for binoculars, so even if there are several tier 7 and 8 light tanks in the battle, you can at least find a comfy bush to spot everyone from. The other two equipment slots we use for optics and gun rammer, nothing new here. Our camo isn't the best, but we don't really like it, especially with our nice view range. The maneuverability of Type 64 is alright. We have 21 horses per ton, which means that we don't gain all 72 km/h instantly, but we don't feel any sluggish either. Unfortunately, comparing to the regular tier 6 Chinese light tank, we are slightly greater in size, and you can really feel that, but still it's not that bad. On the other hand, we have 10 degrees of gun depression, which means that we can use heels to shoot by just popping out a little piece of our turret. By the way, the gun of this tank has the same problems as the guns of most LTs of middle tiers. We really lack penetration, but cold penetration of 177 allows us to penetrate pretty much all targets in their side armor, but some well-armored enemies are still too tough for us. For example, IS-6 is an extremely difficult target to penetrate even in side armor, especially if its side armor is not perpendicular to your side. Add their rather uncomfortable stabilization and mediocre accuracy, but nice DPM, and you get a tank which can be even considered overpowered in tier 7 battles, where it sees and penetrates everyone, can deal a lot of damage even without cold ammo, as well as be an invisible spy who sees everyone and everything. But in tier 8 battles and especially in tier 9 battles, it turns simply into a decent scout who can still give hard time to some Borzik or Waffenträger, or maybe Arty. Unfortunately, mediocre step and accuracy don't allow us to detrack enemies effectively, even when shooting high explosives, so don't carry too many of them and focus solely on scouting. On city maps you are a nice DPM medium tank who can take part in gangbanging, some heavy tank or other mediums, which are usually easier to penetrate. You won't deal too much damage, but still will make a nice contribution. As for the premiumness of the tank, don't expect to make too many credits on it, it's still a tier 6 premium tank. However, if you are effective enough and don't shoot gold ammo too often, it will give you nice profits. Maybe you didn't like this tank from my description too much, but trust me, this is an extremely comfortable light tank which is exceptionally great at doing its job, and certainly a nice crew trainer and a worthy tank for collection. If you want to learn to play light tanks and not lose credits because of firing gold, Type 64 is a great choice. However, note that Type 64 has a radio operator, which is not present on higher tier Chinese light tanks, where loader plays a role of a radio man. Be careful when choosing perks for the crew on this tank. In my opinion, Type 64 is one of the best premium light tanks in World of Tanks, a fully competitive tank, a nice crew trainer and just a comfortable LT to play. If you are considering to get a premium light tank, then Type 64 must certainly be in your shortlist. If you found this video interesting and helpful, give it George Lucas and subscribe and check out my channel art for coming streams. Thank you for watching and see ya!